Hello friends, welcome back to Create with Miss Jane, and today we have a craft room tour. How exciting! Instead of making scrapbooking pages or cards here on my channel, I thought I would show you around my craft room, and it just happens to be October 3rd and it's Taylor Swift album release day today. We're getting into our showgirl era, so it's super exciting. So let me flip the camera around and I'm going to do a full craft room tour with you. So it's a pretty hot sunny day today, so I have the fan on, but when you walk in my craft room, this is the view of my craft room. It's actually quite small compared to my other craft room, and I have my main area here with my Bunnings bookcases, and then I'll pan around here. I have my desk from Officeworks, and then I have my little station here where I record my TikTok videos for my business called Pretty Pink Thingz. That's why the sign is backwards. And then I have this big dining room table, which is my craft desk in the middle of my craft room. I have a beautiful view outside to the garden, and then I have some little bookcases around here. So let me show you a little bit more deeper in depth of my craft room tour, but it's going to be quite quick. So I like to collect little boxes to put some things in. So I've got some boxes down here that have got gifts, they've got cards, handmade cards, they've got some things for my giveaways. I have some boxes of cards that I made when I was with Close to My Heart, and I'm going to pop them up in my Pretty Pink Thingz shop very soon. I just have some of these very cheap bookcases. I think I got them from maybe Kmart years ago, or Officeworks, or somewhere very affordable. I think they were like $19, and I just have some little baskets that I managed to pick up. I try to keep everything in my craft room white or pink, just to try to keep it a little bit cohesive, but obviously it's very mismatched as well. And these little containers I'm pretty sure came from Kmart, so I like to get little baskets and things like that. So I have a lot of my current Stampin' Up products that I have collected in the last year or so, being a Stampin' Up demonstrator since May last year. So this is my little collection of stamps. I find it easy to flip through. I also have my new little mascot in my craft room. I have this gorgeous box that was one of the kits from Stampin' Up. I have my little Stampin' Up cut and emboss machine, the mini one there, which is really handy. These are all more of my handmade cards that I have. I like to keep them nice and handy because I give them out very often. And then I have some more handmade cards that are available for sale on my Pretty Pink Thingz website. This beautiful little bag that Jackie Pake got me. I absolutely love it. I love Minnie Mouse and Disney. Some of my old Close to My Heart cardstock, I'm trying to use that up. My photo boxes, some kits that I have. I love the Stampin' Up kits so much. And then these baskets just hold more products that I use on a regular basis, and some other things down there. I do have the elephant in the room, which is all of my boxes, which I actually got these boxes from Kmart, I'm pretty sure, of all of my 12 by 12 scrapbooking and some miscellaneous items under my desk. So my goal is with my craft room eventually is to declutter. I have a lot of in these big white cream tubs here. I will just show you, open them and show you, but I have a lot of my Close to My Heart old paper packs, and I want to eventually declutter all of these and donate some of my old paper packs that I'm not using to the op shops and craft centers and childcare centers is what I meant to say. So then that way I'll be able to get those pink ones in my bookcase eventually. So this is where I keep some of my albums. I'll show you where my other albums are stored out in the lounge room, but I keep most of my scrapbooks, which I have made from creative memories back 20 years ago through to Close to My Heart, which I was with them for 11 years, and then now Stampin' Up. I have one new Stampin' Up 12 by 12 album in the D ring, which I absolutely love the quality of that. So I just got one of these new pink boxes from Kmart too, and they hold some of my latest scrapbooking pages in there. I just have 2 orders that I have to pack for some customers for Pretty Pink Thingz. But yeah, I absolutely love having all my albums on display. I do have to come up with a little way to put labels on them because they don't have any labels. So if you have any suggestions on how you label your albums and that I could get a cohesive way to label them, that would be great. Leave them in the comments below. And I love these bookcases. They're actually a dupe for the Kallax units from IKEA, but I live too far away from an IKEA, so I got these ones from Bunnings, and each shelf holds 30 kilos, so I highly recommend them. They're also very girl friendly. I created all of these bookcases by myself, so I put them all together, and they're quite sturdy. They've moved house with me about 3 times now, so yeah, I really love them. And then up here, I just have some things on display, some beautiful handmade cards that I have got recently, and a picture of me and Monica, my little craft room, a little award that I won, some, you know, little trinkets and stuff that I have up there. I have these drawers, which I love. I got these in the beauty section at Kmart, and they're also available at Target as well. And they are perfect for holding your markers, holding 6x6 pads of paper. I have all of my card bases down there, some extra ribbon. These are all the stickers that I give out away in my Pretty Pink Thingz business. I have some beautiful pens that I have made, and also I have collected from other pen creators. Got some coloring things down here. It was all still a bit mismatched. This is a drawer that I got from Target years and years ago. It was on sale for $15, and it's literally been the best little filing drawer, and I have a lot of my planning supplies in there, and I go and like declutter that on a regular basis. Here I have all of my stamps from close to my heart, my prized possessions. I still love and adore all of my stamps from close to my heart, and I will be collecting Stampin' Up ones as I go, but I just love those ones. And this is where I record my little Pretty Pink Thingz videos once a week on TikTok. So I go live once a week on TikTok, and I sit here and I have this in the background. So I have my little background here that says Pretty Pink Thingz, and it's the right way round when I'm live. And then I have this container here, which I got from Spotlight, which I absolutely love. I just moved my chair out of the way, but I absolutely love this rainbow cart. I'm sure everybody's seen these, but I actually keep all of my bead supplies in there. So all of the things that I need for my pen making business, I keep them all in there. I have a few pens that I create as well on display, and then I have all of my focals and all of my beads. So this is where I store all of my beads, and I usually sit here. I usually put my camera over here, so my phone over here, and I have this kind of view when you watch my TikToks. So here are some ribbon and some shimmer trim that I have from close to my heart, and this is all my new Stampin' Up ribbon, which I love. And yeah, I store my pens down here. I store my printer because I don't use my printer very often. And then under my desk is a disaster because I have a lot of boxes with extra beads in them. And then I have some packing materials for my business, some padded bags, some bubble wrap, and then a whole lot of miscellaneous paper packs, which I really need to. It's my goal in the next 6 months is to get all of this under my desk and out and into my shelves and my bookcases. And this is my desk, and this is where I work. I've kind of tidied it up a little bit for you, but this is, it's always kind of looks this messy, but I have my laptop here where I do my orders for my business, and then I always have catalogs handy. I have this particular carry case, which I got many, many years ago, but this is what I take when I go to scrapbooking and card making workshops. This carries all of my tools and adhesives and little embellishments and pens and things like that that I need, so that I can just quickly grab that and go on the run. And then I have this cute little filing cabinet that I got from Super Cheap Auto, and I have some extra crafting supplies in there that I use often, like tape runners and things like that. My Disney tissues, my planners. I love planning. I've been planning in my diaries for about the last 20 years. So I love that. And then I have my little lamp here, and then some of my pens that I sell in my Pretty Pink Thingz business, and also some pens that people have gifted to me. And then my little desk buddies. I got these cute little desk buddies from the Disney store, the little pop-up Disney store that came to Brisbane. My little Mickey beads mouse pad, some little thank you cards, and this is just my little workstation. I have my drink bottle here, I put my phone here, and I create all of my pages and cards. I also pack all of my orders for my small business, and I also record my YouTube videos here on this dining room table desk. And I'm so grateful I got this desk many years ago. It's actually a dining room table, but I've turned it into a desk. So yeah, that is the full view of my craft room. I have a few Disney trinkets on display. I have a lot more of my favorite Disney things. Oh, I forgot, I haven't showed you this side of my craft room, but this is where I store all of my old planners. So planners from previous years. I also have some inks and shimmer trim, some little Stampin' Spots, some little inspirational books, a few of my little favorite mini plushes that I've been gifted and I've also bought. That's my Cuddlebug down there, and these are all of my books and things, pattern books and stuff for close to my heart, and also yeah, just for scrapbooking and card making. That's where I get all my patterns and ideas and things, and some old catalogs. That's how I store catalogs. I also have, I'm very lucky, I have this big set of cupboard, like a walk-in cupboard, and I have a lot of my craft supplies back there as well. I'm going to show you the other area that I have my albums. So this is in our lounge room, and I have one of these bookcases again from Bunnings, and this is where I have a lot of my albums that I store. So I think I have around 30 scrapbooks that I have created over the past like 20 years. So yeah, this is just another place that I like to keep my albums because they are in the cool area. So that was just a quick craft room tour. Let me know if you want to see anything more in depth. I have a lot of decluttering to do. I also have a lot of organizing to do, but I actually love the joy of that. I feel like when you're a crafter, you've got kind of three hobbies going on. You've got the crafting and the making of the items, so scrapbooking, card making, paper crafting. Then you've also got the hobby of buying the crafting supplies, getting the thrill of opening the craft supplies, shopping for the craft supplies, and then you also got the hobby of storing your craft supplies and decluttering and organizing and storage. So it's kind of three little hobbies going on here, but I love all of them equally, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you want to see a part 2 in a few months' time when I have done some decluttering and some rearranging. As always, please subscribe to Create with Miss Jane. We're on our way to 1,000 subscribers, or 1,000 followers. 1,000 subscribers, yeah, so that I can go live. I can't wait till I can actually go live here on YouTube and do some paper crafting tutorials with you. I have Christmas card making coming up very soon, probably next week or the week after, so stay tuned for that, and I hope you have a crafty day.